What's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game is probably Rocket League.
If you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
If I had $1 million, I would most likely buy some in-game currency, buy some games on Steam for the basics, but I'd probably invest with you because I know you know how to deal with money. And I would probably buy a car, depending on how old I was when I got that $1 million.
What kind of car?
Probably a used one and not from 2020 or the current year it is at the time, whatever. And probably 40,000 or under.
But do you have a certain kind you'd like?
BMW maybe?
What do you think I do for a living?
You help people invest money. I know you present a lot because you're always on Zoom meetings.
What do you think insurance is?
It's like a form of, it's like something that you kind of you pay for it over a certain period of time, and it helps you during certain incidents. Like health insurance will help you if you got cancer, and then car insurance would help you if you got in a wreck, etc.
What about life insurance?
Wait, health insurance and life insurance? Aren't they the same thing?
No.
There's two differences? I cannot compute. Health insurance and life insurance.
Health insurance is when you get sick.
Yeah, so then what would life insurance be?
When you...
Oh, that would be when you die, to give money to another family member.
Right. So what do you think an average income would be for people to make?
30 to 40,000 a year. Probably 28,000, a little bit less. I think it depends, but I think like if you're working at something like McDonald's or whatever, like a fast food restaurant, you'd probably make around 28,000 a year, I feel like.
What do you want to be when you get out of college?
Completely? FBI agent.
FBI. What do you think they make?
Well, it depends on your position, but I'd assume around 60 to 200,000.
And how much of your income do you think you should save or put aside?
Well, as much as you can, obviously, because the more income you put aside, the more you'll make eventually over time. But if you, let's say you put in 60% to all your normal expenses, another 20% to food, you then have 80%, I'd say at least 10% of that minimal.
10% saving. You're going to use 20% for food. That's a lot.
It's an example.
Okay. You do eat a lot.
Exactly. You have like 5 meals?
How much money do you think you spent on gaming last year?
A few $1,000s.
Okay. So how much do you think over the next 10 years you'll spend on gaming?
At like $30,000.
Do you think that's a good use of your money?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay, why?
Because I enjoy gaming. So if it's something I enjoy, might as well. Like, I mean, I could have better uses over time if I invested it or saved it. But you know how it is.
No, tell me. How is it?
You gotta spend your money on what you want to.
Yeah?
I mean, you work for it for a reason. Like, yes, you could save it, but then if you take it out anyways for anything you want, then there's no point in saving it. So I feel like you should only save money you want to save. Because if you save money you don't want to save, you'll end up taking it out in the first place.
Oh. Okay.
Like if you bought a stock and then, but you bought a stock because you wanted it to go up, but then you wanted it to go up instantly, then the stock doesn't go up instantly, then you sell the stock anyways. Most likely for less, to be honest.
Okay. What do you know about the stock market?
I know that it involves companies and you're buying a share of that company, and it's usually an insanely small percent, like 0.00 whatever. And the stock range depends. Like you have like different prices for stocks. So new companies are usually the best to invest in if you're like trying to make a quick buck. Because if you like get those and then they end up increasing in value, then you sell all those stocks And then I know that there's like currently expensive stocks like Apple or whatever, but they're probably hundreds per share.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like someone like Bill Gates, he's put like over like 50% of his just in the stock market alone.
He puts 50% of his money in stock market?
No, like 50% of his ownership of Microsoft.
Oh, is in the company?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what advice would you give to kids your age about money? Should they get a job? Should they do part-time stuff? Should they save half of their money? Like, don't you save half of your report card money and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I would say you want to save. Like if you have nothing that you really want to buy, like don't buy completely unnecessary things. Cause save like as much as you can, but don't save money you don't want to save at the same time. Like save, don't put yourself on a percent margin if you don't have a job. Like if you're someone who's just every now and again you're mowing lawns and you're just getting money from your parents, whatever, birthday, mowing lawns, like small portions of money, I would say just like a big portions of money, you should try to put 50%. Like if you got like $400, try to put 50% of that away. But if you were like doing money on the side, don't put like everything. You get 50% away.
Okay. I don't know. Anything else you want to tell us about money?
Nope.
You good? All right. Thanks for sharing with us.